As a growing agency, our team is everything. There's a direct correlation between the people you surround yourself with and the success that you will achieve. So when we're looking for new hires for the company, we're always looking for some of these key characteristics. We've worked really hard and we put a lot of effort into our company culture, and it's super important for any organization to have a good solid footing when it comes to their culture. It allows for better collaboration, better positivity, and ultimately better output for your clients. So some of the things that we're looking for right away when I'm doing interviews or the staff are doing interviews, we're looking for a few key characteristics that are part of our cultural DNA. One of which being that passion for this industry. That is super important. If you're getting into any sort of discipline or industry, you want to make sure that when you're getting interviewed or you're doing the interview, that individual, whichever side of the table they're sitting on, is just as passionate as you are. So the second thing that we look for when we're hiring an individual is really understanding their ability to obtain new knowledge. How is somebody going to continually educate themselves to improve on their craft? And one key thing that we look for when we're interviewing is, has this person done any research about us? So when I'm interviewing, I'm curious to know what they already know about us. And oftentimes, somebody showing us that they've gone on our social media or they've read a few of our blogs or gone to our About Us page to understand who we are as an organization highlights to us that they're willing to put in the effort to do the research for this job. So if they're willing to do it for us to get this job, they're likely going to be willing to do it for our clients to achieve success for them. The next thing we want to touch on is education. Now, education in my perspective is relative to the role that you're going after. If you're going to see a doctor to get surgery, you want to make sure that that doctor has got its PhD and has had a lot of practice to provide that surgery and make sure it's successful. In our agency, we look at everything. So you may have the greatest education in the world, but not a day of practical implementation of your marketing skills. And that might be okay. You could be somebody that doesn't have a college or university degree, but have been working in this industry and have the chops to get the results we're looking for our clients. And that's okay. So everything is relative within the context of the role that you're going after or the job that you want. There are some key indicators when we are going to hire for a particular role. And now let's use the user experience role, for example. So as a creative, one of the things that we are looking for here is your ability to execute and problem solve through visual means. Good aesthetic layout, good typography, good understanding of call to action strategies and visitor journeys. So we want to see those examples. I would never hire somebody blind because they told me they're a really good designer. I would like to see the type of work they've done. In certain instances, you are going to be asked to do a small project and you will be asked to show your portfolio. So bear that in mind. If you're an email marketer, you may be asked to highlight some of the key attributes of your email marketing strategies. If you're a paid digital advertiser, you may be asked to highlight some of the key digital advertising initiatives that you've run and the successes of those campaigns. So be ready to highlight some of your successes when interviewing with any employer. One of the other things that we look at, which is super important in the grand scheme of your career, is your attitude. Hard thing to do is measure somebody in an hour and evaluate what their attitude is, but you can pick up on little things about somebody's attitude just through dialogue and conversation. Are they charismatic? Are they energetic? Are they excited about the role? Those are all key indicators of what this person's attitude is towards this job and this role. So we want to look for these subtle key characteristics. Again, hard to evaluate in the long run. So you have this micro opportunity to pick up on these little things to hopefully select the right individual to help with your organization. One last scenario that could potentially come up is the person's attitude being the key driver for your decision-making process for that role. Sometimes somebody doesn't have the education or the experience, but they have the passion and they have the drive and they have that hunger inside them, and you can sense that. So giving those individuals an opportunity as a gateway into the industry can not only go a long way for yourself, but can go a long way for that individual to get that experience and your ability to harness your mentorship capabilities for that individual. So education important, experience important, but also just as important is passion. So if you find somebody with the right passion and the right attitude and that yearning to learn, don't be afraid to take a chance on those individuals. So if you're looking to learn a little bit more about our process, or if you're in the industry and you're looking for some career guidance, don't hesitate to reach out. Check us out at nvision.co or DM me. I'd be happy to talk to you.